sucker to me, a sucker is a pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you go, I'm not going because this
I won't fuck with him, but I'll fuck with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you can beat.
And I called Jay Prince. You may not know this. You had the opportunity to take Houston.
Yeah.
But you chose Shreveport.
Yeah. And Houston didn't have the same, they embraced me good. Like I got out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here, like even the tax incentive.
50 Cent just unleashed on Jay Prince after the Houston boss allegedly tried to kick him out of the city. And it's getting ugly. Word is, 50 isn't holding back this time. He's coming for Jay Prince with full force, dragging every shady move tied to what's being called an extortion scheme. Sources say Jay Prince has been feeling the pressure and even sending his people to mess with 50's business. But you already know 50's the type to clap back twice as hard. He's clowning Jay Prince on Instagram, throwing shots, and even daring him to pull up if he's really about that life. Rumor has it, 50's got the kind of receipts that could crush Jay Prince's whole operation. If that's true, Jay better think twice, because this could get messy fast. But let's be real, Jay Prince isn't some lightweight. He still runs deep in Houston with loyal hitters ready to ride for him. That means 50 might want to keep his head on a swivel, because this showdown between two heavyweights could turn legendary. For years, 50's been pressing Jay Prince, refusing to play along with that checking in program Jay swears by. And Jay? He still calls himself the King of Houston. The two kept their beef mostly long distance, 50 repping hard in New York, Jay running the H-Town streets. They weren't exactly crossing paths often. But now, things have shifted, the energy's different, and if these two giants end up in the same spot, it could explode.
To the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live, he has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his Unity Camp program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence, and so today we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson. Now, before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key.
When 50 Cent decided to step straight onto Jay Prince's turf, he didn't just rent a spot in Houston. He moved his whole empire there. He first dropped the bomb in a tweet saying, "I love New York, but I live in Houston." Now, I'll explain later. And trust, people were quick to connect the dots. One big reason? Houston's friendlier tax game. 50 had been heated about New York's tax hike hitting a wild 62%, cutting into his business profits. Like most sharp hustlers, he wasn't about to let Uncle Sam dig too deep in his pockets. But the money move wasn't the only reason. 50 had long talked about wanting to plug into Houston's booming hip-hop scene, one of the rawest hubs for rap and trap culture in the country. As a savvy mogul deep into entertainment, art, and the streets, he saw Houston as the perfect place to plant new money trees and cash in when they started to grow. And don't forget, 50's liquor hustle was making noise too. His Branson cognac was already sliding heavy through Houston liquor stores, with him personally pulling up to show off bottles. Rumors say he spotted a gold mine in the H-Town market and wanted to be hands-on with the grind. But Jay Prince? Oh, he wasn't feeling it one bit. Word is, he took it as straight disrespect, like 50 was barging into his kingdom. Allegedly, Jay Prince's first move was to try and force 50 Cent to check in, Houston style. Word is, he sent his crew to turn up the heat, hoping to make 50 drop stacks just to move around the city. But 50? Nah, he wasn't going for it. He let Jay Prince know straight up that he had his own security and wasn't about to be shaken down under the guise of some check-in tradition.
We need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, is they seem to get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
The little homie young boy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit.
That defiance? Oh, it only cranked up Jay Prince's anger. Street started whispering that he tried to put a no-fly zone on 50, basically making it hard for him to do business in H-Town. But once again, 50 didn't blink. He stayed visible, running plays, building business moves, and even setting up projects to help the community. One of those projects was huge, a brand new $20 million film studio for his G-Unit film and television empire, right in Houston. But when the tension got too real, 50 hit the brakes and shifted the entire plan to Shreveport, Louisiana instead. And here's the twist. Despite the street drama, in 2022, just about a year after 50 touched down in Houston, the mayor still rolled out the red carpet, honoring him with a key to the city, and even declaring an official 50-cent day. Now that's making noise in enemy territory. The big moment went down during Houston's annual Thanksgiving Day parade, and it was nothing short of a movie. Mayor Sylvester Turner stepped up to the mic, showing nothing but love for 50 Cent, calling him one of the most impactful figures in the city. He praised 50 as a philanthropist, rapper, artist, and powerhouse businessman who's poured into countless causes, especially programs turning high school students into young entrepreneurs through his G-Unity program. Then came the headline moment. The mayor officially declared November 24th as 50 Cent Day, telling him he would always have a home in Houston. The crowd went wild, the energy was electric, and you could feel the city embracing him like one of their own. 50, in his acceptance speech, sent that same love right back, locking in the bond even tighter. But while 50 was soaking in the cheers, somewhere across town, Jay Prince was probably grinding his teeth, watching another man get crowned king in his city. And here's the truth. It's not hard to see why.
Hey, I don't want no friends, I don't want no new relationships. All that pussy, I don't respect none of that, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy. And I'm good on them keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Man,
Since touching down in Houston, 50's been using his money to uplift neighborhoods, fund programs, and push real community change through the G-Unit Foundation, while Jay Prince's reputation kept getting boxed into the street thug corner. Take this for example. 50 launched the G-Unity Business Lab, a powerhouse program designed to turn high school students in the Houston Independent School District into real-life entrepreneurs. And he didn't stop there. He stamped his presence all over Houston's sports and entertainment scene. His Sire Spirits brand locked in big-time deals with the Houston Rockets, Astros, and Texans, putting his name right alongside the city's biggest teams. In 2022, he threw the first-ever Houston Tycoon Comedy and Music Festival, bringing major laughs and even bigger crowds. That same year, he teamed up with the Rockets to hand out 1,000 free turkeys to local families for Thanksgiving.
Dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a Lord, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mace, listen. Mm-hmm. Around here, we don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. Mm-hmm. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Mm-hmm. Nah, this is where the game got messed up when young niggas started sending old niggas out. And just because this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. Mm. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mace.
Fast forward to 2023. He dropped a jaw-dropping $850,000 worth of toys to help the citywide club reach its goal of giving 100,000 toys to kids across Houston. By 2024, 50 was still making moves, helping raise $500,000 for the Houston Children's Charity and auctioning off 2 massive bottles of his Le Chemin du Roi champagne, part of a gala that smashed records by pulling in $6 million for the cause. So yeah, 50's impact, unstoppable. The city loves him for it, and the receipts prove why. Meanwhile, on the other side of the track, you've got Jay Prince and his Mob Ties crew. And let's be real. Instead of building opportunities, his reputation is tied to running the streets and intimidating artists under the so-called protection banner. After declaring himself the self-made king of H-Town, Jay Prince claimed he was protecting artists who came to the city, making sure they didn't get robbed. Sounds noble, right? Well, that's until you dig a little deeper and see it's really the front for a slick extortion hustle. Jay Prince and his crew run this so-called checking-in system, where artists rolling into Houston are expected to pull up on him, pay their respects, and drop serious cash for so-called protection. But here's the kicker. It's not just a friendly handshake. That money, it's framed as insurance, so no one snatches your chains or robs you. And if it does happen, they'll get your stuff back. Except buried in the street rules is the fact that you don't actually get a choice. Skip the payment because you've got your own security, you risk getting set up, jumped, and walking away with nothing.
Nothing should have happened. With right here, and that's the root.
Just ask NBA YoungBoy. He refused to check in when he hit Houston, and it backfired in a major way. While he was handling business, 2 goons broke into his spot, taking cash, expensive chains, and the keys to some of his luxury rides. The thieves later hit him up demanding $30,000 to return his belongings. But YB wasn't biting. He clapped back, telling them straight that they weren't scaring him and calling them nothing more than foolish kids. Then, out of nowhere, Jay Prince jumps into the mix. He tags NBA YoungBoy in an IG video claiming the robbers had already brought the stolen items to him, like he was the hero in this story. He even told YB to hit him up if he wanted his stuff back. But YB wasn't buying the act for a second. He fired back, basically telling J Prince to shove that fake kindness where the sun don't shine. He called him out for taking the whole situation to social media instead of handling it like a real boss. I mean, imagine, a man pushing 60 still out here playing Instagram games. YB made it clear, if J Prince had pure intentions, he would have reached out in private instead of making a spectacle just to let the whole world in on their business. To YB, this was nothing but a slick extortion play. He knew if he walked into J Prince's world to collect his property, the price tag would be way higher than the original $30,000 ransom. So, he stood his ground and refused to give in. And YB's not the only one calling foul on J Prince's checking-in hustle. Cameron and Mache tore into him on their podcast It Is What It Is, clowning him for still playing petty street games at his age instead of retiring and showing the younger generation how to level up. Oh, and the whispers about those loaded dice sessions? Yeah, word is J Prince and his sons host high-stakes dice games for visiting rappers, and some say it's just another shady arm of his extortion operation. You've probably heard the whispers. The streets have been buzzing with rumors that J Prince might have had a hand in Takeoff's tragic death. Why? Because the Migos star was killed during one of those infamous high-stakes dice games linked to J Prince's circle.
People play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living, but...
Official reports claim a fight broke out, tempers flared, and people started pulling out hammers, with one stray bullet striking Takeoff, ending his life far too soon. But here's where it gets even darker. Alleged new footage suggests things didn't happen the way the official story claims. Word is, J Prince was heated because Takeoff and Quavo didn't check in the way he expected. Sources claim he allegedly told his crew to teach them a lesson. Nothing deadly, just something to put Takeoff on the sidelines for a few weeks. But the night spiraled out of control, and it ended in tragedy. Whenever J Prince is asked about it, watch his body language, shifting in his seat, dodging direct answers, never fully addressing the accusations. And the talk hasn't died down, because Takeoff isn't the only one whose night ended in blood after a dice game. Remember Duke the jeweler? He thought he hit the jackpot, walking away with $100,000 in winnings from one of those games. But before he could even reach his car, it turned deadly. And people say it had all the signs of a setup. He got ambushed, stripped of everything he had, and worst of all, they didn't even let him keep his life. So when you stack up 50 Cent against J Prince, the difference is crystal clear. One's been building up Houston, the other's been accused of tearing it down. And that's exactly why these two will never be on the same level. But here's where things get messy. Rumor has it, J Prince has been scheming to shut 50 down and run him out of H-Town for good. Before he could pull the trigger on that plan, 50's drama with Big Meech exploded. And J Prince, he's always rolled with Meech. Word in the street says he even sent goons to deliver a warning for 50 to back off. But if you know 50, you know he's not the type to get bullied off the block. Instead of retreating, he went full savage, allegedly gearing up to expose J Prince's whole extortion network. Now, the talk is 50's making it his personal mission to end J Prince's chokehold on the city. And you can bet he's going to enjoy every minute of it. So tell me, should 50 be watching his back in Houston, or is he about to pull another genius move to checkmate J Prince? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, hit subscribe, share this with your people, and I'll see you on the next one.